big round of applause for the Florida Panthers here tonight as they took on the Anaheim Ducks, who their social media said Florida is Orange County, indicating that there's a lot of orange in the game, where there was Ducks fans all over the arena, which there really wasn't. There was more Panthers fans. Well, I'm not sure if they realize this, but just like Disneyland, that's in Orange County, close to Anaheim, Orange County, Florida is where Disney World is. That's where Orlando is. So we do have an Orange County in the state of Florida. That's the Orlando area. So yeah, Florida is Orange County in Orlando. So that part, to an extent, you are absolutely correct. But in terms of in Fort Lauderdale or Sunrise, that would be Broward County. So sorry, Ducks fans. As far as this game, I'm so proud of Spencer Knight. This is where Bobrovsky should be able to wake up and then hope that in his sake that the game that he's going to be playing is going to be better. And he should be proud of his partner, Spencer Knight. 34 save shutout against the Anaheim Ducks. No Duck has scored in this game as Florida Panthers finally were able to win again, which is an encouraging thing. Now, we would have been a point right behind Toronto, but Montreal choked the life out of themselves as Toronto beat them 7-3, I think. But in terms of this game, it's not Sergei Bobrovsky. Sergei Bobrovsky might be the next game or the game next to it. Spencer Knight going up against John Gibson, who had 3 stars in this game, shockingly, even though he given up 2 goals. In the first period, though, Florida has definitely shooting the puck, as well as Anaheim is shooting the puck, too. Former Panther Frank Vatrano with the wrist shot was saved by Spencer Knight. Another former Panther, Radko Gudas, with the slap shot, which was saved by Spencer Knight. Mason McTavish, both times with the wrist shot and the snap shot, were both with the rebound, which was both saved by Spencer Knight. Now, Florida Panthers, with Reinhart, Nate Schmidt getting the shot off. There would be a penalty soon after with Lothringen with the slashing against Leo Carlson. Anaheim goes on the power play. During that power play, there was a close chance by Frank Vatrano with the wrist shot, which was saved by Spencer Knight. Jackson Lacombe with the wrist shot, which was all saved by Knight. That penalty is killed off. And then this penalty is so crazy to me. This is like the Kucherov situation back in December. Knee-to-knee contact with Isaac Lundstrom from Sam Reinhart. I understand with the knee-to-knee contact, it's extremely dangerous. But when I look at it, it looks like that he was going to go after the puck, right? It didn't look like it initially, because then after that, a whole melee has happened between the Ducks and the Panthers. Ducks absolutely did not like that. Reinhart got a 5-minute major, and then they went to take a look and see if there's anything more than that. Unfortunately, they said it was an intent to hurt Lundstrom, and Lundstrom was hurt. He needed assistance off the ice, and Reinhart got a game misconduct. He was ejected from the entire game, which means they are without their best goal scorer. That's crazy to me. When I look at it initially, he was going after the puck. That check was just too strong of a check, and it turned out to be worse than it needed to be. God damn Sam Reinhart. Now, Ducks fans are going to come out and say that is dirty. He's a dirty player. No, he's not. He was going after the puck. Kucherov, on the other hand. Now, if Kucherov didn't get fined or any penalty towards him, do not give Reinhart any penalties at all. Do not fine him. Do not suspend him, because that's what Kucherov got away with. It's so bullshit. So Reinhardt's penalty was served by Evan Rodriguez. It is a 5-minute major. So Anaheim with the 5-minute major penalty. During that 5-minute major, Mason McTavish with the wrist shot, which was saved by Knight. Panthers, this was an amazing penalty kill. They were aggressive with the forecheck. Just an aggressive penalty kill by the Florida Panthers, and it turned out to be a good thing. There was only one more shot on target, which was Jackson LeConte with the slap shot, which was saved by Spencer Knight. That penalty would be carried over to the second period, scoreless after one. There was a tip-in by Troy Terry, but that hit above the crossbar. That was close. And that penalty, the 5-minute major, and a game misconduct was killed off. Not the game misconduct, because Reinhardt is out for the rest of the game. The penalty, all killed off. So amazing penalty kill by the Panthers. That is the round of applause and an amazing composure that they have. LeCombe with the backhand, which was saved by Spencer Knight. That was a damn good save, too. Carver Hagee with the wrist shot, which was saved by Gibson. Florida Panthers are starting to wake up. Now, there was a penalty on Ryan Strome for a slashing against Mikko Mikkola. This is still without Aaron Ekblad, man, mind you. Florida goes on the power play. During that power play, there was a shot from the faceoff from Alex Killorn with the wrist shot, but that was saved by Spencer Knight. Mackie Samsonkiewicz with the tip-in, but that was saved by Gibson. And then a bunch of shorthanded chants. I mean, this is where Spencer Knight was at his best, bro. All the times, all the shots and the rebounds given up by Vetrano with the wrist shot, snap shot, backhand. Then the puck goes immediately towards Jensen Harkins with the backhand as well and the snap shot. All that, 5 straight shots on target in the span of 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Spencer Knight with an amazing concentration, with an amazing discipline, and a good heads-up play, and especially if it was a breakaway by Frank Vetrano. All those shots saved by Spencer Knight. Another round of applause by Spencer Knight. He was awesome. But the Panthers team itself, besides Spencer Knight doing all his best to stop the puck from going to the back of his own net, the defense from the Florida Panthers was not that good. I mean, they let a breakaway happen for Vetrano. But thankfully, the score would remain scoreless after that one. Now, another shot on target happened, which was Nate Schmidt. That was saved by Gibson. Barkov tries the snapshot. That was saved by Gibson as well. And then Verhaeghe's wrist shot, which was saved by Gibson. Penalty would be killed off right around that time. So, no goals happen. Now, Vetrano tries again with the snapshot and a deflection, but that was saved by Spencer Knight as well. And then there's more shots go towards John Gibson, which was saved there. Jacob Trouba, former Ranger, he was traded during the season. He tripped Aaron Rodriguez. So Florida goes back on the power play. During that power play, Matthew Tkachuk, he nearly gets this one in. In fact, I thought that went in. I thought that shot went in, but it hit the post. It hit the goddamn post. I thought it went in. I really thought it went in. That's why I celebrated when the goal, well, I thought it happened, but it turns out it didn't. So we move on. Matthew Tkachuk tries to wrist shot him, but that was saved by Gibson. Nate Schmidt tries to wrist shot into the back of the net, which was saved by Gibson as well with the wrist shot. Matthew Tkachuk tries to wrist shot as well, but that was saved by John Gibson. Penalty is killed off. Frank Vetrano tries to get one in. He snaps it in, but that was saved by Spencer Knight again. Finally, we do get a goal. He's assisted by Dmitry Kulikov. That's his 7th assist of the season. And Tomas Nosek with his 5th assist of the season. And he snaps it in. His new career high. His new career high, Jesper Boquist, with his 11th goal of the season. Congratulations to Jesper Boquist on conquering the career high of goals. And he did that as a Panther. Big round of applause to him as well. He honestly deserves this. What a season he's having. If the top line can't provide, you might as well rely on Jesper Boquist for bailing us out. 1-0 Florida at this point. Now, there was more shot attempts by Anaheim. Radko Gudas with the wrist shot, which was saved by Spencer Knight. Mason McTavish again with the wrist shot that was saved by Spencer Knight as well. Shots were not going towards the net. They keep missing or going short from both sides. Next shot on target is 18:54 left in the second, or 18:54 into the second period, which was Carter Verhaeghe's wrist backhand, which was saved by Gibson. Jesper Bokus with the wrist shot, which was saved by John Gibson. Barkov tries the wrist shot as well, but Gibson has that one. And nearly making it 2-0 before the period ends, Mikkola and Forsling. But again, Gibson has those pucks. We go to the third period leading 1-0. This is where Florida needs to keep that lead. They have been having trouble with it lately. Nestorenko with the deflection, which was saved by Knight, thankfully. Gustav Forsling and Barkov both tried to get one in, but that was saved by Gibson as well. They're shooting the puck more, and they were not able to get anything in. Frank Vetrano tries to tip it in, but that was saved by Spencer Knight. Then there was a takeaway by Anton Lundell. He steals it, and he finishes. He makes it a 2-0 game with his 11th goal of the season off the wrist shot. Anton Lundell all by himself, stealing the puck. He did that alone. Great shot and great play by Anton Lundell. Steal the puck and finish it. 2-0 Florida at this point. Anaheim left scrambled. They just were shell-shocked by this play. So Anaheim tries to get stuff in. They were not able to get themselves together. Florida looking very comfortable despite without Sam Reinhart. Sam Bennett with 3 times in a row and off the couple of rebounds with the wrist shot and the snap shot, but Gibson somehow has this one. Sam Bennett has to get the goal some point. He has to do it at some point. It's due. Dumoulin with the snap shot hit above the crossbar. That could have been dangerous for Florida Panthers. And a little bit after that, by this point, John Gibson has to get off the ice because they needed to have an extra attacker for Anaheim. And Gustav Forsling was able to finish it off. He is assisted by Spencer Knight. His second assist of the season, he gives it to Forsling, and Forsling finished the game off with his 7th goal of the season. Despite Matthew Tkachuk hitting the post, despite Ryan Strome wrist shot, which was saved by Knight. Game, set, and match, and the Florida Panthers win this one 3-0 over the Anaheim Ducks. And hopefully this is the start of the new winning streak. They need to get the winning streak going. When we look at the team stats, 45 shots on target for Florida, 34 for Anaheim, 21 hits for Florida, 14 hits for Anaheim, 30 face-off wins for Florida, 23 for Anaheim. Both teams with 2 power play opportunities, and they capitalized none. Penalties, just 3 penalties for Florida. That was because of the and in the 17 penalty minutes due to the fact there was a 5-minute major, and also because of the game misconduct. So 17 penalty minutes. 2 penalties for Anaheim with 4 minutes. Yeah. Both teams with 15 blocks. 9 takeaways for Anaheim, 2 takeaways for Florida. One of them resulted in the goal. 11 giveaways for Florida, 8 giveaways for Anaheim. And stars of the game, Spencer Knight with 1 star, 2 stars, Jesper Boquist with 1 goal. 3 stars, I already said it earlier, and I'm still a little bit surprised by that. They could have given it to Anton Lundell, but instead, they gave it to John Gibson with 3 stars with 42 saves. Next game for the Florida Panthers, it's actually the Anaheim Ducks again. This time, when we look at the schedule, and when we talk about the Anaheim Ducks, they said Florida is Orange County. Well, Orlando is Orange County. Well, now Florida Panthers have to go into Orange County, California, and Anaheim, California. This is the start of the West Coast road trip, 4-game West Coast road trip. And it starts in Southern California, through the state of California, in Anaheim on Tuesday. So that's going to be our next game. Florida Panthers, 2 games off after this one. So next time we talk about the Panthers, it will be at midnight on Wednesday against the Anaheim Ducks. Then we play the Kings. That's on TNT. Then we play the Sharks. Then the Vegas Golden Knights. Then we're finally wrapping up the west coast of the country for the rest of the season. Unless we go to the Stanley Cup final, and then we can talk about something different there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. I will see you guys a little bit later on. I'm currently watching this game. The second half is just about to be underway, so this is perfect timing to wrap up this video. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our content, because Miami TV's guys are back. And when it does, hit it right there with the favorite time you deserve. Thank God we won. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.